Greetings, dear ones. How are you being this new fine day? I am Sonia, the host of the Treasure Is You podcast, and I welcome you. I welcome you and your mighty presence. Today we live. Today I live with vitality, enthusiasm, and optimism. As I say those words, I can feel the energy of all three of those words because I am an empath and I can feel the energy of all things. So as I say that, you know how we hear or we have heard of, oh, I got butterflies in my stomach. I got the little tingles, little flutters. Well, yeah, my entire body got the tingles, especially in my crown, because those three words, as I just said, dear ones, vibrate in energy that is high, that is fun, that is engaging, and that connects us all in our hearts. Those words, those three words. So what is vitality? What do you think or how do you feel vitality is? What is your definition of vitality? Well, I'm going to share with you what I perceive vitality as. Vitality for me is being able and feeling my own divine essence, my own life force. So when I get up and I feel good, I'm breathing clear, I'm seeing through my eyes clearly, my mind is clear, and overall, my body feels strong and able. It's just a natural way. I feel strong, my mind is clear, my heart is open. This is what vitality is to me. These are examples of it. Having a strong body, a clear mind, and an open heart. Because when those things are that way, vitality can flow through my body effortlessly. So I wake up vital. I wake up seeing that beautiful sun, and the sun as well gives each and every one of us additional life force. The energy of the sun makes you want to get up and do things, right? It makes you want to get up and enjoy the day because the sun, as I have said in many of my podcasts, is vitality itself. It brings life to us. It brings life to all of the plants, right? Our flowers that wake up when the sun rises and when the sun sets, our flowers close and go to sleep just like we go to sleep. Now, of course, all of us don't go to sleep at night. That is what vitality is. You're able to get up with a strong body, an open mind, a clear mind, and a open heart. Happy to start your day. Happy to engage with your family and friends. Happy to enjoy life because your body has the vitality to do so. So that is my examples of vitality, just being able to do all the things that you want to do each and every day without any limitations, right? And being able to get up happy and willing. So let's move on to enthusiasm. So enthusiasm is having a zest for life. It is an energy that is contagious. Contagious with the fun and loving actions that come from that word. It's contagious, and you want to be around people who has enthusiasm. They add that spice to life. Yes. They make life more enjoyable. Yes, you want to be around them. So that energy is another energy that just keeps you in a vibration that is uplifting, it's happy, it's joyful, it can be sassy, it can be all of those things, but it's like enchanting. It's enchanting and contagious. Yes, contagious in a way that, wow, wow, I want some of that. So the next word is optimism. So optimism is an energy that is always uplifting. No matter what is going on, no matter how dark things may be around you, the optimist and optimism will show its face to show you to lighten up, and that there is light in every circumstance. So if we don't allow that light-hearted, energetic energy of optimism to present itself in our lives, then we can stay in an energy that will make you feel heavy, will make you feel depressed, sad, angry. But when optimism shows its presence, it opens up the doors. It brings in the oxygen. Yes, that is what optimism does. It shows you that everything is okay. Yes, everything is okay. Even in the midst of a storm, even in the midst of chaos, when people, and this includes myself, may feel like, what is happening? And you may be frantic because of, just say if it was an accident or something, and a lot of like people got into an accident and people got hurt. So because of that, a lot of people would be frantic, like family members of the people who were in the accident. But I can just share with you, this happened to me, and it happened to a family member of mine that was very close to me. And this family member was in an accident, a major accident. And everybody in the car was totaled, of course. Everybody in the car had some type of injury, but the person that was related to me in this vehicle, there was nothing physically wrong with this, my relative. But I know that every single person in that car mentally witnessed trauma, because that was an experience that they all they physically experienced that. But I can just remember being very calm and knowing that everybody was okay. I knew that. And I knew that my family member was okay. And because of that, I did not worry. I was not frantic. I wasn't, anxious. I wasn't afraid at all. I was very calm. I remember this so vividly. I was very calm. So that was my higher self reassuring me to not panic because everything was okay. Now, if I didn't listen to my higher self, then of course I would have felt very fearful. I would have felt, anxiety, and I would have probably felt like I was losing my mind because of the fact that this family member is close to me. But I had the reassurance that everything was okay, and everything was okay. When I got to the hospital, everybody was fine. Everybody. Now, of course, some of them may have had like a scrape on the arm, little bumps and scratches, but everybody was alive. The car was demolished, of course. But this is an example. I knew that my family member was okay. This was clear cognizance. And I'm trying to think, was I optimistic about this? Yes, I was. I was optimistic about it because I knew that they were in this accident, and I knew that they were okay. That was my optimistic viewpoint. And then I just knew too. So that was my clear cognizance, a clear knowing. I just knew that everybody was okay because I was not feeling fearful at all. So, dear ones, when we can allow these three energies to come into our lives, then you will experience life in a completely different manner, in a manner that is more aligned with harmony, aligned with peace, aligned with happiness. Now, for some people, it's very easy to have vitality because, for one, a lot of people who do have vitality, they live active lives, right? They eat foods that bring them vitality, and their minds are clear. That is some of the key components to vitality. Your mind is clear. Yes. Your body is strong. Your heart is open. So when those things happen, vitality, as I said, will flow through you effortlessly. Just easy, nice and easy, flowing like water going downstream. That's what happens, dear ones. So if you're an active person, that means for some, I'm not going to say all, your chances of vitality is high because you're active. And when you're active, that helps to promote clarity in your mind. Yes, it helps to activate all of what I have said, and that brings in the vitality. So that is one expression that is long lasting. It is long lasting, and it helps us to be aligned with our true selves, having vitality, having great vitality. So in the new earth, dear ones, and when I say the new earth is vitality. The new earth is enthusiasm and optimism. Yes, it is those 3 words, those 3 words that bring in harmony, that bring in alignment. And it is 3 words that can help you have a long standing relationship with those 3 because you're open. You are aligned to the greatness and the unlimited possibilities. That is what enthusiasm, optimism, and vitality is. Yes. And those 3 words are a part of the new earth. Yes, because the new earth is a state of being that resides within the compass of this earth's heart. This heart, the heart that loves one another, the heart that loves itself, the heart that is giving in all times, no matter what is happening, because you know that every single person is interconnected. We are. So the new earth is compassionate, loving, giving, listening, supporting, uplifting, inspiring. Yes, this is what the new earth is. No matter what is going on in the world, I'm repeating that. No matter what is going on in the world, dear ones, remember that. Do not allow yourself to get caught up in all of the exterior things happening. Those exterior things that are happening are meant to be happening because it is a part of life to have these things, such as opposition, such as traumas and crises. It's a part of life. And we cannot be reactionary. We cannot be cynical. We cannot be, what's the word I'm looking for? Sarcastic, if we want to hold ourselves in our hearts. Because when you do that, you're just giving life. You're giving more life to those experiences that you don't want to see. This is why I'm speaking about it. When you give life to those experiences and to the people, right, that are doing things in the world that you don't care to see, what did I just say? You're giving life to it. So we don't need to give life to anything that you do not want to be a part of, that you do not want to see in the world anymore. No, we can no longer give energy to those expressions and those experiences and those people that are doing things in the world that you don't align with. It's always going to be there. Yeah, it is always going to be there. We encompass the whole. So because you're on a different degree in your consciousness than that other person, and they're putting out into the world things that you don't resonate with, then that's them, right? So we cannot feed it though. That's what I'm saying. We cannot feed energy into the things we do not care for. But then too, you got to ask yourself, why don't you care for it? You know, you go a little deeper into it and see. Yeah. Because in life, you're going to experience these ups and downs, highs and lows. You're going to run into people and you may shake your head and don't understand, but that's their journey. Yeah, that's their journey. Now, there may be people, and I know there are people that are in positions where we have to see them. That is, if you watch the TV, you have to see them, and they're in positions where their position is supposedly affecting the world. Yeah, affecting the world. So again, you stay in your heart. You stay in your heart. You follow. You follow what your heart says. You live today with vitality and enthusiasm and optimism. Be lighthearted. And when you do that, then you will see things in your life that reflect what is in your heart. Yeah, you will see that. It won't even be a problem for you. Now, everyone cannot be that way. Everyone cannot be a person that doesn't react. And I get that. I understand that. But I'm just here to share with you in this video. Today, I live with vitality, enthusiasm, and optimism because those three words is what keeps each person that in a mentality that really reflects who you truly are, who you truly are on a soul level, like your divine essence. Yeah, that's what I'm speaking of. That is what I'm speaking of. So, as a human being, stay in your heart as much as you can. That's it. Don't have any judgments, no objections. Just stay in your heart. Be your true self. Now, if your true self says to say something and do something, then I can't tell you to not follow what that expression is trying to express out. But really, you do not have to, because we cannot save every single person on the planet. The only way we can do that is it starts with us first. We have to work on ourselves first. And when we do that, that is what helps to help the entire world, because we are interconnected. Our interconnectedness is the magic, but it also can be burdensome to some people because you can't understand other people's actions and words. But guess what? We're not really meant to. We are meant to understand ourselves first. Yeah, ourselves. Because when we do that, that is long lasting. When you stay in your heart, it is rippled out throughout the entire world, and it creates a energy of love, which I always say. I always go back to love. All right, dear ones, remember, today I live with vitality, enthusiasm, and optimism. These energies are lighthearted. They are energies that connect us all in our hearts, and it helps us to see ourselves through others when we can't see our own selves. Yes, when we see our friend that is enthusiastic about life, about many things, that is the energy that is contagious. Yes. Some of us may not understand, but that person is vibrating that energy to help the whole. When you see somebody with vitality, they're strong in their body, they're clear in their minds, and their hearts is open. That's another contagious way. They're inspiring you to have vitality, to overcome whatever things that you need to overcome. That's why we have one another, as I always say, because it helps to see where we may have missed something about ourselves. And I think it's brilliant. I really do. I think it's brilliant when you can see another person, they inspire you in some kind of way. They inspire you to want to be vital, to have vitality in their lives. Yes. And then optimism. Yes. Optimism is much needed in all circumstances, because when we have things happening in the world, as we always do, we need to have optimism. We need to have hope. We need to know that there is always a way through an experience. And two, there's always a solution. Always. That is what optimism is. Optimism sees the light when many don't see the light. And the reason why many don't see the light is because many have experienced the dark so much that the dark aspect of life, or themselves, or whatever is going on in their life, has overshadowed optimism, has overshadowed the light. Again, we cannot allow those expressions to overshadow the light. But if it does overshadow the light, just pause for a moment, take some breaths so you can revitalize your body, oxygenate your body, and just pause, because all is well. Even when things may be happening in the world, may be happening in your life that you feel like you don't have control over. And I'm here to tell you that life is not about us having control. It's about us allowing the steps and the experiences in our lives to unfold the way it's supposed to. So that means we can't control it. No, we cannot control it. We have to just allow. Because when we allow, that is when we learn from whatever experience that we just had. If we try to control it, that means you, myself, and many others, we are not allowing for life to unfold the way it's supposed to. And that means we are not learning. At that moment, we are not learning because we want to control it. No, we cannot control the things. No, we have to allow our lives to unfold the way it's supposed to. So whatever happens is supposed to happen, so you can learn from it. Even it can be very simple, or it can be very burdensome for you, but we still have to allow for whatever is unfolding for us to unfold. That is the beauty of life. And that means that you are maturing, you are up-leveling, you are raising your consciousness, learning that this life journey is about us allowing, surrendering. We cannot control it. Yeah, I know about that, because I tried to control a lot of things when I was younger. It just wastes your energy. And as I said, you don't learn because you're trying to control something. And we can't control anything. We just got to allow for this experience to just unfold for all of us. And when we do, we have more vitality. We are more enthusiastic and optimistic because we have learned to allow life to unfold the way it's supposed to for us. I know some of these concepts may sound strange, yeah, but it's only strange because it's new. That's all. Because it's a new way of thinking and a new way of being. That's all. So we are learning all of these new ways of being and thinking, because we are becoming better versions of ourselves every day, becoming better every day, learning through our life experiences, which I think is beautiful. Yes, it is so beautiful when we can acknowledge our challenges, when we can acknowledge one another, and when we can surrender and just allow our life to just unfold. Now, I know I'm saying this like it's easy, and it is easy, but I know for some people it's not easy. I know, because it wasn't easy for me as well when I was younger. Yeah, I was trying to understand. I was trying to control, yeah. Every experience that each person has, I'm here to tell you that you will get through it. I can't tell you how you're going to get through it, but I do know that every experience that we do have is meant for us to go through so we can learn and we can grow. Because when we learn and grow, you can be of service to another person because you went through an experience at that time that felt very hard for you. But when you learn from it, as I just said, you can help another person in the world. Because this is how this life journey is. We get to help others along the way on the life journey. Yes, the life journey for all of us. If we try to control things, we're not learning. No, we're really not learning. So, dear ones, today I live with vitality, enthusiasm, and optimism. Allow those energies, those expressions to come into your life today and see what happens. Because those expressions are new earth magic expressions. Yes, they are new earth magic expressions, dear ones. That means you are aligned with the infinite. Yes, there's no unalignment, if that's a word. Unalignment. Everything is aligned. Yes. Wow. I'm seeing now alignment around the world because humanity has allowed for it to happen. Humanity has allowed for that expression of alignment to take place around the whole world. Yes, I'm seeing that because guess what? I'm an optimist. I am an optimist. That's the reason why I see that. I see the light in all things. I see hope in all things. So, dear ones, I hope you can see hope. I hope you can see the light in your life, in the light that surrounds you. Because in the new earth, dear ones, we are the light. We have always been the light. So today, we are acknowledging that we are the light. And that light can be seen in the darkness, helping others to find their way out of the darkness, the murkiness, helping others to see their own light. And what does guru mean? Guru. The gu is the darkness. The ru is the light. So you bring the light into the darkness. You remove the darkness. You are a bringer of light. That means you are your own guru. We all are our own guru. When we allow ourselves to shine our light in the world. Yes, we are all lights, lighting up the entire planet for the greatest good, helping people to see through the darkness, see through the illusions, those illusions that we as co-creators have made from our minds, our busy minds. And it's okay, Because now we're acknowledging all of that. Yeah, we're acknowledging that. And each day is a new day to start fresh. And you can begin every single day to restart, to relearn, and to recognize your light. All right, dear ones, enjoy the rest of your day, your new day. Know that you're the light. Live today with vitality, enthusiasm, and optimism, because those words will get you through any experience that may run across you that you may feel is not in alignment with who you are. So try out those expressions and see your heart light up. All right, take care. Take care, dear ones. Blessings, light, and love.